values and variables. Okay, so variables mean the memory location. Actually, variables hold some sort of values. So just think in the computer, there are variables. So variables just like it's look like a box. So it can save any types of data. So it can be integer. Okay, we can store integers or we can store strings. We can store floats. Okay, so integers, strings, floats. Likewise, different types of data we can store inside the variable. So that means each variable has a data type. Okay, so if the variable is A, so A is equal to, if I need, I can give A is equal to 5. That is an integer. That is a number. So if I need B is equal, I can give and that is a string. That is a name. Okay. Then if I need, I can give C is equal to 5.5. That is a float. Okay. Whatever the variable there will be some kind of data type. So variables are reserved memory location to store values in a program. When you create a variable, you reserve the memory space in the memory. So based on the data types of variable, the interpreters allocate the memory and decide what you can store in the reserved memory. So what you can store in the reserved memory can decide. So variable, if the variable is initialized in integer, you can store integers. If it is a float, we can store in floating numbers. Then if it is a string, you can store in strings. So when we consider about the identities, mean identity is a name that defines an object. So it can be a variable or function or class. So class is like object oriented. So actually we are not going to discuss about the classes in Python programming language, but we will consider about the variables and the function. So when you are going to make a variable, there are a set of rules. Okay. First character must be an alphabetic letter. So the first letter should be alphabetic letter, uppercase or lowercase. It can be either simple or capital. But as well as underscore also can be there. We can start a variable with the underscore. Okay. So next rule is letters following start characters can be anything permitted as a start character plus to the digits example. So we can give some kind of number, but the first letter should be letter. That means alphabetic number, alphabetic letter. It should be a letter string. After that, we can give the number. But we can't give any symbols, decimal. This we can't give any signs. So no other characters including space are permitted in the identifiers. You can't give the space inside the variable. So Python identifiers are case sensitive. So if we give capital A, that is a separate variable. If you give simple A, that's a separate variable. Python keywords, reserved words are not allowed as identifier names. So reserved words, if, then, else, true, false, is. So likewise, there are set of reserved words. So these reserved words also we cannot give as a variable. I just look at there are some kind of variables. Sri Lanka equal 10. Okay, that is correct. There cannot be any, that means there's no space, no number. Okay, so likewise, I'll give one by one, then you have to find out what are those. Then shall we, I'll just keep on explaining, then after that I'll let you write. So Python keywords, reserved words, Python has a sign, meaning to set of keyword known as reserved verbs. So keywords cannot be used to contain or variable as any other identity names. So that means you can't use the Python keywords or reserved words as a variable. You can't use true, false letters. So reserved words mean Python has assigned special meanings to set of words. No need to write this one. You just want to know what are the keywords or reserved words. So false, capital F, none, true, and as I said, break, like us, these things we call it as reserved words. So we are not going to use these in our Python variables. Then delimiters. So delimiters also no need to write, just to know, I'll give you the print screen of this one. So delimiters separate any token from another. Python has brackets, semicolon, at signs, greater than, lesser than, but these things you can't apply in the strings. That is, that if you applied it in the string, it will be error. So, next we will start copying. Before that, I'll give you set of variables and just check whether it is a valid variable or not. Okay. So check and let me know whether these variables are valid. A equals 50. Is it valid variable? Yes. Then if I give n equal 100, is it valid? Yes. Then if I give underscore n equal 100, is it valid? Yes. Can I give 9 and equal 100? Is it correct? Wrong. That is error. Okay. So that is wrong. Then if I give and 9 equal 50, is it correct? Yes, because we should start with the alphabetical letter. So the next one, A space NNE equal 50, is this correct? No, why we have the space? Okay. So like you have to find out the correct one and the mistakes. Okay, so next one. I'll take this one. Okay, so by looking, shall we discuss whether it is valid one or not? Sri Lanka, is it valid? Yes. I'll make it green. Then next one, Sri Sri Lanka, is it correct? Wrong. Then first one, next one. How about this one? Huh? Starting with 1. Is it correct? No, that is wrong. Then this one, starting with 1. Is it correct? No, that is wrong. Then this one, underscore Sri Lanka. Yes, that is correct. Then Sri Lanka Sri underscore Lanka. That also correct. Sri 5 Lanka. Correct. Sri Atlanka. No, that is wrong. At sign means symbols. Sri space hash Lanka. Wrong. 5 Sri Lanka. S5 Sri Lanka. S5. Starting with SNet. That is correct. Underscore 5 Sri Lanka. That also correct. Okay. So we'll start copying the note that may you have. Ah, underscore 5 Sri Lanka. Starting with S. This is S. after that file. Okay. So you should copy from here to here, and this one no need, just to refer I'll give you, but keep in mind these words. When you free, you may copy this list. Okay. And delimiters also, when you free, you may copy. I'll put it to group. Okay, we'll start copying this one. We will try these comments whether it is working perfectly. So first one, Sri Lanka. So when we execute it in Python shell, see what's will happen. Okay. So there won't be any error. It is displaying the black color. But this one, Sri space Lanka, then it will give the error. You'll see. Okay. So error mean you should identify the errors. Huh? Error mean invalid syntax. So Sri is there, space Lanka. So it displays invalid syntax. Why? The Sri is not defined. Then one Sri Lanka. Okay. Invalid syntax. One underscore Lanka. No issue. Oh yeah, here issue starting with one. Then we have the underscore Sri Lanka. So you try everything. This is what we have discussed. No error. Okay. Then next one, Sri underscore Lanka. No errors. Sri. Next we have Sri Five Lanka. No issue. Then Sri Atlanka error. Why? At is the symbol. We can't use any symbol there. Okay, so here they also highlight, the program also highlighted that. Then Sri hash Lanka is look like a comment. Hash indicate as a comment. Okay, here just look at the error in Sri hash Lanka. Most recent call list. Sri is not defined. Why hash? Lanka is the hash one, that means comment, but Sri is not defined. Okay, so the next one, no error. S5 Lanka. Then underscore 5 Sri Lanka. No error. Just if I give Sri only without initializing, just Sri, not defined. Huh? So we have to define the value into the variable. That is very important. Without initializing value to the variable, that is error. Space is not allocated. මෙයාට value එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ. Sri විතරක් තිබ්බොත් variable එකක් නෙමෙයි. එයා සමානයි 10 කියලා එන්නම ඕන. Or equal to 10 should be there. Otherwise, it will be error. Okay. Then this also same. Copy down the Python keywords reserved words. And then you may write 2, 3 examples for the false, true, like this. Okay. Okay, copy this. And delimiters also later you have to write the delimiter nodes. Delimiter separate one token from another. Example brackets. For reserve word true, false, T capital, false capital. So if you give the simple true, TRUE just simple true equal to no issue. Right? Simple true, no issue. But if we give capital TRU, T simple RU equal 5 error. Right? The color became orange. Then false equal 5, no error. But capital F A L S E equal 5 error. Okay. So likewise, the values which are there in this one, def, del, elif. So keywords display in orange color. If important. So I just put it to the group. If when you get free, you may write it. The notes has already given. The next one should be the delimiters. So write delimiters, separate the token from another then give some example brackets. මේක ලියලා. උඩ topic එක ලියන්න මම දාන්නවා. පැනේ පැනක නැද්ද? මම group එකට දැම්මා මේ slides දෙක. ඔන්න free වෙලාවක ලියාගන්න එක. දැන් තියාගන්න. හරිනේ. කීපයක් තියාගන්න චුට්ටක්. හරිද? අපි practicals 1 2 3 4 7 නේ කරලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් එක අලුතින් ඒ කියන්නේ ළමයි අහපු ප්‍රශ්න අනුව ප්‍රැක්ටිකල්ස් ඇඩ් වෙනවා මගේ මේ ස්ලයිඩ් PowerPoint presentation. හරි. මේකේ ප්‍රවීන් ඇහුවා. මොකක් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අලුතින් ඊට පස්සේ මම අහපු ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තරයක් දෙන්න ගිහිලා කෝඩ් එකක් අලුතින් හැදුනා. ඒක හැබැයි වටිනවා. Okay. So වෙලාව තුනක් මේ තියෙන විනාඩි. කවන්නේ.